Let's talk about the time that I was followed by a man outside of Target. And if you live in the Tampa area, this happened at the Super Target on Hillsborough Ave in the West Chase area. So it was around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I went to Target because, hello, that's what I do when I'm bored. I pull up to a parking space, and in the one directly in front of me, there's a lady in a van, and she's like, it looks like she's cleaning out the back seat of the van. I didn't think anything of it. She looked like a typical soccer mom. And then a black pickup truck drives behind my car. Again, I didn't think anything of it. I'm in a parking lot. So I go into Target, and I spend about 20 minutes in there shopping. When I leave Target, I go to cross the road into the parking lot, and I'm waiting for this black pickup truck to let me go. He just stays there though. He doesn't move forward. He doesn't turn. He just stays there. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go walk to my car now. I guess he's letting me go. So I get to my car, open the back seat, and I'm putting the bags into the car. The lady is still like cleaning out her van in front of me, and the black pickup truck pulls up right behind me, and it's a white man with a dog in the back seat. At the time, I still had Massachusetts license plates on my car. So he was like, oh, you're from Massachusetts, welcome to Florida. I'm like, oh, haha, thank you, just trying to be nice. He's like, how long have you been here? I tell him, I've been here for a long time. And then his demeanor completely changes. He had this like super creepy look in his eyes, and he lowered his voice. And he goes, you are just so damn beautiful. But it's the way that he said it and the expression on his face that literally like sent chills down my spine. So I'm like, thank you, close the door, and I get inside my car. He drives off. I'm sitting in my car, and the lady that's parked in front of me comes and knocks on my window. I crack my window, and I'm like, yeah. She's like, do you know that guy? No, I don't, ma'am. She tells me that he had been circling the parking lot for the entire 20 minutes that I was in that Target, and that as soon as I got to my car, he pulled up behind my car to talk to me. She proceeds to tell me, hurry up and drive away. I'm gonna go into Target and let them know what this guy is doing. So at this point, I'm creeped the fuck out, and I'm like, yeah, let me get out of here. So I pull out of my parking spot, and I'm thinking that this guy left. I pull out of my parking spot, and he is parked at the very end of the parking lot, and he's just looking at me. So instead of driving past him, I end up popping a Yui, and I go the other way. I'm thinking, okay, I'm just gonna go home. Everything's fine. So I pull out of the parking lot, and I'm stopped at the light to get onto the main road. As I'm stopped at the light, I see this man pull up directly behind my car. And I'm like, okay, that's weird, but maybe he's leaving. As I start driving, he goes the same way that I'm going. I switch lanes, he switches lanes. I switch lanes again, he switches lanes again. And I'm like, okay, this man is following me. I've never been in a situation like this before, so I started to freak out, and I know now that I should have driven to a police station. But in the moment, all I could think was, I need to get away from this guy. He's fucking following me. So I just start swerving in between cars and, speeding up. And he's following me the whole time. My apartment at the time was on the same main road, and the only thing that was going through my head was, one, again, I need to get away from this guy, and two, I can't turn into my complex because he's gonna follow me in there and know where I live. So I passed my apartments, and at this point it's kind of like pedal to the metal, and I ended up taking a different turn, and thankfully there was a bunch of traffic that we hit, so I ended up being able to swerve in between a bunch of cars, and eventually I lost him. But it was such a scary experience. And again, I know now to just drive directly to a police station, but at the time it was just so much was going on. I just needed to get away from him. But the man was legit following me. It was so fucking weird. So yeah, I know this happens everywhere, but I know that in Tampa it's like a big thing, or just Florida in general. Be careful out there, y'all.